Good morning. We're here on Venture on Central. Thanks for being here. I also want to make sure I point out that the owner is being very careful about how we deal with our residents. Some of these residents have been here for a long time, so we got to be very respectful, as we have been on properties. We also have our garbage truck backing up behind us, so nice and loud. This is a really unique opportunity for us to get our hands on property that hasn't traded in over 40 years, and great size units. I haven't seen the interiors yet, but I'm really excited about it.
That's the biggest thing that we don't know, is what these look like on the inside, right? So we have 16, they're all 2-bed, 1-bath. And I heard somebody said that the square footage is like 1,000 or 1,200 square feet each. So they're big units. We don't know till we
Yeah, we know what the outside property dimensions are and how big the property is. A couple of things. So we've got roofers, air conditioning guys, all the people that work for us, plumbers. Danny's already gone through a lot of stuff. So we're checking out the systems to figure out what we're doing. And then our design staff, ta-da, Haley, that's going to be here, kind of coming up with what our renovation is going to look like, what the colors are going to be, what we're going to do to the property, what's acceptable, what things we're going to have to change. What Danny said is the couple units that have the washer dryers in them, they put them in the closet where the hot water heater is, but it's kind of funky. We'll do what we did in Eldon, put it in the hallway where the linen closet is. So it's using the same space, but coming into it from the hallway rather than trying to get into that
And
room.
then you still have a big pantry for your kitchen, which is
Would
good.
we do it to all the units then, or just the ones that currently have washers and dryers?
Do it to all of them. We have to go in there. We're going to have to do plumbing work anyway. We know that there's some copper and some galvanized and then some other mix in here, so we'd have to go and take care of that.
Are we? Oh, we're not. Well, can we get rid of this?
I think it's Vince.
That piece
That
or
wasn't in, I don't remember that being in the other floor plan, but maybe I just didn't notice it.
Look for it in the next unit and see if you got what's there.
Okay. If we can just remove this chunk, so it's a free flowing ceiling.
But one of the more unique things about that whole area is something called the Murphy Bridle Path, and this is something that's been kept in place, I think, since the 1800s. That the main thoroughfare up along Central that you take if you were walking your horse or riding your horse was a dirt path on the side of Central Avenue, even when Central Avenue was paved at some point, or cobblestone, or whatever they did back then. But that same path has been maintained in perpetuity, and the neighbors love it. So if you can think about this, we have Central Avenue, north and south. Then we have a drainage canal, a ditch, a lateral that supplies drainage water and irrigation water for all the properties. A lot of the properties have flood irrigation. And then you have the Murphy Bridle Path, which I'd say even through this day, some people in the area still have horses and still ride on that. But that, everybody knows what that is. It's never been paved. It's not covered in concrete. It is still dirt, and it's got a row. It's shielded from the sun by trees that run up and down Central, and then you got it gives you a buffer to the nice homes. So we'll talk more about the Murphy Bridle Path, but it's a big part of what is North Central, and it's kind of unique that has survived for well over 100 years, almost 150 years now in Phoenix.
So right off the bat, when you pull up to the property, you do get a nice view of the parking lot, which is not always ideal when you're first driving up to a property. But once you actually walk around the parking, you see the entire side of the building. There are some amazing features about this property, and obviously right off the bat, you can tell that it has a mid-century architecture vibe to it. We would definitely want to enhance the mid-century vibe. The light fixtures outside are already amazing. You might just give them a fresh coat of paint. The whole exterior will need a fresh coat of paint and just bring it back to that mid-century vibe.
All right, we're standing in the bathroom at the Central project, and I want to point out that we have a his and hers closet in the master bedroom, which is a huge bonus and selling feature. But into the bathrooms, technically we have 2 half baths with a shared shower, and it's a very unique bathroom situation that I've never experienced before. And we have a square tub that's green with the original green tiles, and the owners actually said that they used to have the matching appliances too, which would have been good if they were still here, but we'll work with what we got, and I can't wait to get my hands on this bathroom. We have huge vanities in both, and we get more value from having 2 full bathrooms rather than this kind of half bath situation. So our idea is to split this square room in half, and we'll have 2 long walk-in showers for both bathrooms, and then we'll have 2 true bathrooms for this unit, which would be great.
From the financial side of it, which is what I really look at, the rents in this neighborhood have really gone up, and there's not much for rent in this central corridor. You know, you're right by that really popular walking trail, right on Central with the big mature trees, and there's very few rental units. This is one of the few apartment buildings that's there. Most of the other apartment buildings have turned into condos. So I think folks would love to live there. The rents would be really strong. So from a financial standpoint, it makes a lot of sense for us. And it's a property that we'd love to own for a long time, because I think it's only up from here when you find a property in this prime location, like where this property's at.
So we bought other properties before we got into that were arguably cheaper price per unit, because they were buildings we bought several years ago, but they all needed more work. They needed all brand new electrical, all new plumbing, all new kitchens and windows and doors. This property has got big units and it's got a great location, so I don't think we have to do so much to it, but the upgrades we're going to do to it, we're going to probably change the bathrooms the way they're set up and add 2 showers in place of the 1 bathtub, and we'll change some other things about the way the units are set up in the kitchen, but not the heavy lifting we've had to do on some other projects, and certainly going to end up with a much better rent profile and a better and certainly type of tenants that are going to want to be there. We're right in the central part of Phoenix. It's a great area to be in.